Hi everyone, Martin Vickers going to be reviewing the Holy Bible TBS Classic Reference Bible, the Authorized King James Version. This is the first video review I've done. I've reviewed many Bibles at my blog, wordcravings.com, but wanted to try doing a video review as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. At the top and the back of the box, it tells you about the Trinitarian Bible Society, gives you their address and contact information. This tells you about this Bible, genuine calfskin leather sewn binding, Bible paper, gilt edges. It has 2 marker ribbons and head and tail bands. This one does not have the metrical psalms, but it does also have a presentation page, color maps and gazetteer, Bible word list, daily Bible reading plan, page summary headings, bold figure cross references, self-pronouncing text, the epistle dedicatory translators to the reader. You can see the actual text size on the back of the box, the page size and thickness. And then this is the product code and the ISBN number, if you need to pause that and look that up. It does come in a clamshell box to help protect it. So a very nice box that it comes in. So let's go ahead and take a look at this particular Bible. So it is a genuine calfskin. It is not necessarily the most top of the line calfskin that you'll find, but it's great for the price. I believe the price for this is about $59 from TBS. You can see that it does have these 5 barely raised bands on the edge. Holy Bible, Classic Reference Bible, TBS logo. Nothing on the back and nothing on the front. The gilding on it is very, very nice, beautiful gilt edges all the way around. You can see the 2 ribbon markers here. Decent length for what I would normally be looking for. Head and tail bands at the bottom and at the top. When you open it up inside, it is a paste down liner here, so it is not under the leather edges. It doesn't look like it is edge lined from what I can tell. I can't see anything that seems to show that, but it is Smith sewn. You have a presentation page. Then we have a couple of blank pages inside before we get to the Bible text itself. So let me zoom in just a little bit on that. So when we get inside, these are the other editions that you can get of the Classic Reference Bible, all the different types there. Table of contents. This does tell you how to use the self-pronouncing text. I know that's something some people really like having in a Bible. Some people don't like having it. This one does, and it tells you how to pronounce that. It explains to you how the bold figure references work. So unlike having letters or numbers in the Bible text itself, the bold numbers are near the verses, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. The epistle dedicatory, the translators to the reader, which I really believe everybody who uses a King James Version should read through and see what they had to say about what they were doing. When you open it, it doesn't immediately lay all the way flat. It comes pretty close, but not laying flat right out of the box. I do believe with more time and breaking in, it would eventually do that. A little bit of ghosting. It looks a little bit worse on the camera than it does in real life, but it's not horrible. Not enough to really be overly distracting, in my opinion. So the way the references work is instead of having any letters or numbers in the text, you can see this is a clean text, but there is a note for the 3rd verse. It's in bold, and it's over on the side of the verse that it is. So for verse 3, we got some cross references here, as well as to rule the day, what the original Hebrew was. For verse 16, so that note was actually for verse 16 right here. So you do have to look for the bold numbers to kind of get an idea of what you're looking for, and they'll always be on the side with the text. So 18 goes with verse 18 here. So I do like that system. It leaves the text very, very clean when you're reading through it. At the top, again, you have these kind of summaries of what's on the page at the top, what chapter you're in at the top as well. This is a black letter text, so if we flip over to the Gospels, we can see that it is black letter. There are no red letters anywhere throughout. We go to the back of the Bible. So right after Revelation, we get into a Bible word list. So it gives a brief explanation of some of the words in the King James Version, which may be archaic or have changed in meaning a little bit. Instead of telling you in the text somewhere what those are in the margins, it has a list at the back of quite a few of the words and what they mean now and where you can find them. So some examples. Abbreviations of the books of the Bible. There's a daily reading scheme that will take you through the whole Bible once in 2 years, and the Psalms and the New Testament twice. So it can tell you day by day what you would read to do that. When we flip past that, we have the Bible maps and Gazette here. So it tells us what maps we have. We get the actual maps themselves. And then there's a gazetteer to help you find places. So it'll tell you, for example, Babylon is on map 2, and looks like it is in E3. So you can locate where it is in the map itself. There is no concordance. There really are not any pages at the end, just a couple of cardstock pages, no pages really for notes. And then you get to the back itself. The thing I really love about this TBS Classic Reference Bible is the size. It is very small, very portable. Some people have compared it to a Pit Minion in terms of the size and the footprint. It is verse by verse, so it is not paragraphed, where I believe when I was looking up the Pit Minion, I do not have one to compare to, so I can only go by what I've seen. I believe that the Pit Minion is paragraphed when you're looking at it. The one thing that I really like about this one is the price for the quality. Great quality. Again, I believe it's about $59 last I checked. To compare, an imitation leather Pit Minion is $85, and then it can go all the way up to around $150 for black goat skin. The other thing I really like about this one is if you own a KJV Concord Reference Bible, this one, the Classic Reference, matches the KJV Concord Cambridge page for page. The pagination is exactly the same. So if you are wanting to kind of stick with one layout of the scripture, so that no matter what version you're reading it in, you're always seeing the same words on the same page, this is an awesome way to go. So if we open up, for example, here to, let's go to Book of Psalms in my Concord. I've already got a bookmark there, and we'll find the Psalms here in the TBS Classic Reference. If we open it up, we'll see that the layout is exactly the same on both of them. So you can see that the page numbers are the same. Page 584 down here for the Cambridge Concord, page 584 also in the TBS Classic Reference Edition. The same verses on each page. So this one ends with Job 42:3. Starts this page. Job 42:3 starts on this page, and it ends with Psalm 5:5 and ends with Psalm 5:5. Same notes. Everything is exactly identical on these pages, no matter which page you turn to. So the benefit of that is our minds sort of create a mental map of what we're reading. And so since those match perfectly, if you're reading this one at home, maybe you've got the Concord, this is your normal reader, the one you maybe normally take to church with you, the font's a little bit bigger, so you normally read to this one. I believe this one has more of maybe, looks like maybe about a 7 or 8 point font, so a little bit smaller. And this is the one you're going to carry with you. You're still going to be on the same pages. So if your mind remembers that Psalm 4 is on the right-hand page, right-hand column, it's going to be the same in both texts. And if you have a Cambridge KJV wide margin for taking notes and studying, it also matches these pages. So you could actually have 3 Bibles with the exact same layout. So as you're reading them, you're always going to be refreshing your mind and solidifying your mind on where something is on the page in each of these texts. And for the price of this one being only $59, it's very, very nice. It's obviously not as nice as the goatskin on the Cambridge Concord. This one's edge-lined goatskin. This is just a genuine calfskin. But it's really, really nice. And for the price, I wouldn't be afraid to throw this in a bag and take this around with me somewhere and be afraid that it would get scuffed up or anything. I wouldn't be worried about that for the $59 price tag on this one, whereas a Pit Minion at $150 or $85, I might be less inclined to take that with me. And again, while it doesn't lay flat right out of the box at the first pages, overall lays flat very nicely. It's a very, very nice Bible from TBS. And if you use the King James Version, you're looking for a full Bible to be able to take with you. This is a great, great way to go. Again, it's the Classic Reference Bible, TBS. So I hope this video was informative. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave those below. I would appreciate it if you would like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and feel free to share this video with anybody who may be looking at getting a smaller, more portable KJV. Again, this one very nice for the price. So thank you for your time. I hope that you found this video beneficial, and God bless.